The Making of the English Working Class is an influential and pivotal work of English social history, written by E.P.Thompson, a notable New Left historian. It was published in 1963 by Victor Gollancz Ltd, and later republished at Pelican, becoming an early Open University Set Book. It concentrates on English artisan and working-class society in its formative years 1780 to 1832. The work was on the 30th place on the Modern Library Board's 100 Best Non-Fiction Books of the 20th Century. Overview. Its tone is captured by the oft-quoted line from the preface, "I am seeking to rescue the poor stockinger, the Luddite cropper, the obsolete hand-loom weaver, the utopian artisan, and even the deluded follower of Joanna Southcott, from the enormous condescension of posterity." Thompson attempts to add a humanist element to social history, being critical of those who turn the people of the working class into an inhuman statistical block. These people were not just the victims of history. Thompson displays them as being in control of their own making. He also discusses the popular movements that are oft forgotten in history, such as obscure Jacobin societies like the London Corresponding Society. Thompson makes great effort to recreate the life experience of the working class, which is what often marks it out as such an extremely influential work. Thompson uses the term working class rather than classes throughout to emphasize the growth of a working class consciousness. He claims in the preface that, in the years between 1780 and 1832, most English working people came to feel an identity of interests as between themselves, and as against other men whose interests are different from theirs. Quote, Thompson's re-evaluation of the Luddite movement, and his treatment of the influence of the early Methodist movement on working-class aspirations are also particularly memorable. Thompson's theories on working-class consciousness are at the core of this writing, and their agency was manifested by way of the core English working-class values of solidarity, collectivism, mutuality, political radicalism and Methodism. Thompson wished to disassociate Marxism from Stalinism, and his injection of humanistic principles in this book was his way of steering the left towards democratic socialism as opposed to totalitarianism.